Good morning, I'm Matt with Medina Minute. Let's go in here and have a cup of coffee and see who we can run into. See what's going on around the square. Hey Noelle, how are you?
Good, how are you, Matt?
Good, how's it going? Have a seat.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So you have a little bit of sparkly going on.
Yeah, I have some bling.
What's that? What's it about?
This is a piece of jewelry that we have in our shop, and it's just a vintage piece that we actually just got in.
Okay, and your shop is Jewelry by Janlee, which is over in Arcade Victoria or
Yep,
Victoria
the Victoria Arcade,
Okay.
yes, by One Lucky Dog Bakery.
Very cool. So this is a pretty
Bold statement.
well, it's, when I think more vintage jewelry, I guess I think more classic or bakelite stuff. So this looks really modern, actually.
Right.
What's the story behind it?
Well, vintage jewelry can be worn so many different ways, and I think people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty much everything I'm wearing is vintage. The bracelet, the ring, the earrings are new. That's the only new piece I have. But
What qualifies vintage? Like what era, or is it anything old?
it's 25 years or older is vintage.
Okay.
100 years is antique.
It's antique. All right.
Yeah.
So
So this piece is probably from about the 70s.
Okay. So what's this? Because this piece looks pretty modern.
Yes,
right?
this is actually a Monet piece, and this
Okay.
is actually from the 60s. And it is kind of modern, but
It's cool, very classic.
it's a chic look.
Okay. And then your ring.
Cocktail ring,
Cocktail
classic
ring.
cocktail ring, just rhinestones and a black onyx in the center.
What does that mean, cocktail ring?
It means it's a bigger style ring.
So when you're holding the glass or the martini,
right,
it's going to show up.
you see it.
And you guys, you're branching out also into a little bit of vintage fashion, mostly with hats now?
Hats, yes, we have a ton of vintage hats. They're all authentic. We also are doing the vintage purses. We have a lot of vintage clutches.
So
we
is this
have
a vintage purse as well?
this is a
Okay.
vintage purse.
What's the hot trend right now? What are people collecting, or what are they seeking?
A designer called Mr. John Jr. and we do
Okay.
have two of his hats.
So he's a hat designer.
He's a hat designer, and he actually designed hats for Gone with the Wind. So all of
Really?
Scarlett O'Hara's big hats and all that,
Okay.
he was the designer.
70-some years old? That was back in the 30s.
Yeah, long. And back in the 30s, his company was called John Frederick's.
So then this is home. When you have people from out of town or having a store, people from out of town come into your store. What are your things? Oh, you gotta see this, you gotta go eat here, you gotta do this. What's quintessential Medina to you?
If it's not during a festival, just shopping-wise,
Yeah.
to me, the square is essentially what this community is about. All the shops, the owners, the businesses. I love Dan's dogs, so
Okay.
to me,
What's
that's
your favorite,
where
What's your favorite dog?
is the Nacho Dog.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think I've had that one.
yeah, it's got Fritos and cheese and
Okay.
oh, so good.
Yeah. Hammy Slammy is really good too.
Yeah, I
Try
haven't
the Hammy
tried.
Slammy.
Nope, I always go with Nacho Dog. But to me, I mean, that's just, I've been going there since I was 13, 14
Really?
years old. I mean,
Really?
we'd go to the movies and we'd go to Dan's Dogs. That's
Okay.
just what we did.
How much does Hollywood and the ups and downs of the economy influence either what you carry or what people are buying?
A lot.
Yeah.
Like we're expecting with The Great Gatsby coming out, a big jump on the
huge.
hats. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, the 1940s hats, 30s Mad Men type style hats is coming back. And
Why do you think those trends keep coming around? I mean, certainly every decade there's a new style or a new trend or a new look, but it seems like lately, within short periods of time, people are really reflecting back on other eras. Are people trying to capture another time, or they're just fascinated by the look and the whole different life?
I think they're fascinated by the look. I mean, it's a classic, elegant look, and it needs to come back. It just does.
Just needs to come back.
It needs to come back. The style, the dresses, all of it needs to come back. It was much more fun.
It was.
You know, and it might have been a lot more work to be a woman in that time, but it's just a lot more fun to me. A lot
People
more
are just
elegant.
too busy. I mean, literally
Yes.
too busy for that look and the time it takes.
Right, exactly.
All right, so it needs to come back,
Yes.
and we need to add more hours to the day.
Right.
Fair enough. Well, thank you so much for stopping
Very
in today.
welcome.
It's
Thanks
good to
for
see
having
you.
me. It's good
Always
to see
a
you
pleasure.
too.
Thank you for the education.
Oh, you're welcome.
We'll see you around the square.
Sounds good. Thank
Great.
you.
Have a good day.
You too.